Hi, I'm Alicia Curry, and I'm here to influence, educate, inspire, and entertain you with Audacious Confidence. Audacious Confidence is the unshakable belief in yourself that's so bold and so daring that you live your life without limits or restrictions. So join me on my show, Unleash Your Audacious Confidence, so we can discover the unknown you. Call in to join the conversation at 888-565-1470. Let's get started. Hey everyone! You caught me again on social media. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Can you believe it's already February? Yes, it is. And I'm going to be inviting people to join us tonight on the show. So, you know, that's going to happen. So thank you and welcome to Unleash Your Audacious Confidence with me, Alicia Curry. And before we get started with my guest, there are a couple things that I wanted to talk about. First of all, some of you, I just wanted to thank those of you, my friends on Facebook, who sent your prayers and your love and your well wishes to my family and I over this weekend. I truly appreciate all the support. And domestic violence really is not something that should be taken lightly. And I don't really want to get into all the details of it, but I had a family member that was killed on Friday by her husband. And it was very brutal, and it happened in front of a school, in front of kids, in front of their kids. And so I will probably be setting up a GoFundMe page because many of you have asked how you can help. And so look out for that. So that's all I'm going to talk about because I do have to do an interview. And then I also wanted to say that if you are in a situation that is not unhealthy, get help, make a plan, make sure you have people around you that can help you and keep you safe, and don't take it lightly. So for all of you who are watching on Facebook, thank you. For all of you who are on YouTube, thank you. And if you are on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a single show. And for those of you on Periscope, I see you over here on Periscope too. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us for this show. I want to thank my sponsors this month, the month of February, Brinker Education Initiative and Jane L. Robinson. Thank you so much for sponsoring the show. And actually today I have from Brinker Education Initiative, I have the Executive Director, Matthew Chen, who is joining me. So I am so excited to have Matthew on. We had Mary Ellen for the last couple months, and so now Matthew's got a chance to sit in the hot seat and hang out with us for 30 minutes here as we talk about what's going on with the Brinker Education Initiative. So a little background about Matthew. He, again, I said he's the Executive Director of the Brinker Education Initiative Scholarship Program. And he also has 30 years in broadcasting from Washington, D.C., and he's a former Air Force captain. So how interesting is that? So the Brinker Education Initiative is a scholarship program, but more than just a scholarship program, it is really a whole program for STEM, for Hispanics in STEM, correct? And because you don't just provide scholarships, you provide a lot of support and a lot of education in what STEM actually is. Yes, we have STEM Empowerment Days in Broward County and Miami-Dade. Those are Hispanic STEM Empowerment Days, and bring in all kinds of exhibitors, ranging from robotics to the marine industry, waste management, IBM, Motorola. They show the kids the kind of careers they can have. Right. I shouldn't call them kids; they're students. Right. They're mini adults. So I know what STEM means, but for anyone who's out there that is not aware of what STEM actually means, can you explain what STEM is? Good question. STEM is an acronym for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. And there is a vast effort
by our government, going as high as President Obama and President Trump, the universities, and the public schools to prepare our students for this century. The best paying jobs that provide the most lifetime income and the most lifetime employment are STEM based.
Right.
And if you're going to excel in the near future, you have to have a background in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. You can't fix a car today without fixing a computer.
That's true.
You can't work in a hospital without knowing some science and technology.
Robotics are big in hospitals right now.
Robotics are really coming, and they're going to be used in law enforcement, in healthcare. Students are already working with robotics. It's amazing. Today's students know more about science and technology in high school than most of us adults.
Right. That's so true. Some of us still have trouble with our phones. So.
There's an enormous amount of mathematics packed into our phones. You wouldn't believe it. That's why we have so much fun on our phones.
A lot of coding. Because of mathematics,
coding.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you know, myself, I did not like math, and I heard Mary Ellen on an interview earlier today talk about, you know, you may not have liked math in high school, but math in college is very different.
Yes.
And so finding a career in math, maybe you didn't like mathematics in high school or elementary school.
Depends upon how they teach it. If the teacher's always standing up there looking depressed, the kids can figure it out. If you don't like it, why should I?
And I think that's probably why I didn't like it, because I finally did have a math teacher that was excited about numbers and excited about math. And I really learned a lot from her. And I enjoyed math.
That's a huge difference.
Yeah, at that point. But before that, math and science, and that was not my thing at all. But I'm married to an engineer, so we've got both sides covered. We got the art side and then the science side covered on either side of us. So tell me, you got a whole lot of stuff coming up. I know you talked about the STEM Empowerment Days, but you have coming up a summer camp this year. So let's talk a little bit about the summer camp and how students can get involved with that.
Yes, we're putting together a STEM summer camp for students. The venue will be St. Thomas University.
St. Thomas University off of the Palmetto.
Yes, in Miami Gardens.
In Miami Gardens.
Yes, they're providing us facilities and instructors.
That's awesome.
It's a 2-month camp. Starts in early June, ends August 10th.
What is the age?
High school.
High school. Anyone from 9th grade to 12th grade?
Yes.
Okay.
And science will be taught for 2 weeks, and then technology for 2 weeks, and then engineering for 2 weeks, and mathematics for 2 weeks. However, we're going to lead with mathematics. Because like you said, a lot of students avoid that. They're interested in the science and the technology and engineering, but you can't fully understand that.
Everything stems from math, not meaning it as a pun, but everything does stem from mathematics.
Yes,
So having a working knowledge of math will make it easier for the rest of the...
Yes, we're going to have interactive presentations and displays so that it'll be fun.
Right.
Not intimidating. And some of the companies that will be participating, providing us assistance, will be the Hispanic-owned United Data Technologies.
Yeah.
They're going to provide learning materials and presentations. They're very dedicated to this. And we expect IBM. We're having meetings with IBM. You know, they were at Hispanic STEM Empowerment Day when you were there.
Yes, when I went, you had an event back in October.
That's right. And they were very impressed with the quality of the students, and they reported back to their corporate headquarters in Atlanta that really should work with the Brinker Education Initiative for Hispanics in STEM.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and we're having a meeting with them to go over our summer camp and other activities we'll be having this year. Florida Atlantic University and Nova Southeastern University. They will be providing instructors and classes.
Great.
And we'll be trying to raise money for summer camp scholarships for the Hispanic students. So anybody who'd like to donate, go to our website, brinkereducationinitiative.org.
Yes, brinkereducationinitiative.org. You can donate, and any amount is, there's no amount that's too small or too large, as Mariella says, to donate to this cause, because giving a child the opportunity for education is changing their entire life. It builds confidence. This show is all about building confidence, and especially in science and mathematics for young women, in engineering for young women, because they are male-dominated industries. And so when a young woman can have that kind of foundation that this summer camp will give her, that builds confidence, because confidence comes from knowledge as well as practice, and you're going to have that opportunity. It's so important
that we get our best students in STEM, because, like I said, it prepares them for the future. But students who excel in STEM, they tend to have a lot of confidence. They know they're smarter than the average doll. Yes. Okay, they tend to be in the advanced classes or the upper levels of the general classes. And the most important thing we have to recognize, a recent poll came out, 60% of today's college graduates do not work in the field that they got a degree in. It makes a lot of degrees sound very lofty, but they're not very useful.
Right.
In terms of getting employment, stable employment, and actually having a career. 51% of college graduates have to work 2 jobs to make ends meet. So liberal arts sounds great. Humanities sounds great.
Right.
Sounds very lofty. But employers get very frustrated when you come in with these lofty-sounding degrees and you can't do anything.
Right.
There's not too many poetry factories or literature factories.
And, not that, following your dreams and doing that isn't important, but if you're looking for a really stable career, a STEM-based education is where you will find a really stable career path.
STEM-based educations, certifications, and degrees provide more lifetime employment, which means you tend to get laid off less. And if you do, you can go somewhere else.
Because it's always in demand. Yes. And if you excel in it, then, you're even in more demand.
That's true. Students who excel in science early in life, they find more opportunities.
Yeah.
They get more attention, and that's very valuable. Can I tell you a little about these 2-week camps?
Let me take a quick break, and we'll come back, and we'll talk all about the 2-week camps and everything that's involved, because we want you to have the right information so that you can attend these camps. All right, we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Mary Ellen Brinker, founder of the Brinker Education Initiative. We provide Hispanic students in South Florida who excel in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, financial support to achieve their educational goals. They are the youngest and fastest growing demographic in public schools, and 18 out of the 25 top best jobs in America are STEM-based. Give the gift of a college education at brinkereducationinitiative.org or contact us at 773-717-6828. That's 773-717-6828. When they succeed, we succeed. Our nation succeeds.
Are you looking to simplify, focus, and live a healthier, balanced lifestyle? Hi, I'm Jane Robinson, certified health coach and founder of Jane Robinson Creative Living Solutions. I can help you create a personalized, holistic plan through natural living, creative space solutions, and through a system of Nourish and Glow essential oils. I can guide and inspire you to create an authentic life full of vitality and joy. Contact me, Jane Robinson, Creative Living Solutions, at 561-305-2317. That's 561-305-2317. Or visit me at janelrobinson.com.
Afraid of needles? Anxious about going under the knife? Do the words invasive surgery make you queasy to think about? After years of being mistaken for someone in her 20s, Alicia Curry, a mom of 3 in her late 40s, finally got tired of hearing, "You should write a book about why you look so young." So that's exactly what she did. In her book, Age Younger, 21 Tips to Make Your 40s Look Like Your 20s, she outlines 21 of her top tips for looking and feeling decades younger. These tips can easily be implemented into your own lifestyle so you too can make your 40s look like your 20s. Go to acradio.live to order your copy today. So you too can make your 40s look like your 20s. Go to acradio.live to order your copy today. Hi, I'm Alicia Curry, and you know me from my radio show, Unleash Your Audacious Confidence with Alicia Curry. If you lack confidence and boldness to really go out there and conquer the world, I'm here to share this valuable resource. In my book, Your Signature Style, Unlocking the Confidence, Style, and Influence of the Savvy CEO, I'll take you through a process where you can release your fears and embrace your femininity as a powerful tool to unleash your audacious confidence and win. This is where it all began for me, and I want to share it with you. Get your copy today at acradio.live. Bring out your beauty and confidence from the inside out. Buy this book today at www.acradio.live. You're listening to Unleash Your Audacious Confidence with Alicia Curry. Now, let's get back to the show. You know I'm fiddling with my phone. We were doing selfies. You caught us. So I am here with Matthew Chen, who is the Executive Director of Brinker Education Initiative. And, this is such an amazing and phenomenal program. And it is specifically for Hispanic students. The scholarships are for Hispanic students in STEM. And before we get into the actual summer program, because we're going to do a little deeper dive into exactly what's going to happen in those programs, I wanted to ask Matthew how he got involved with Brinker.
Well, I met Mary Ellen Brinker. We became very close friends. And I was actually retired. I'm a disabled veteran. I had a terrific career in Washington, D.C. as a media guy. In fact, I was only 30 years old when I was hired to be the national director of President Reagan's legislative lobbying organization. So it was very active in developing media to promote his domestic foreign policy agenda as well as Supreme Court nominations. And then I was served on a presidential advisory council to President George Herbert Walker Bush. And so it was a terrific career. I was married to a lady who was a Mexican Navajo American Indian. Sadly, she died very early in our marriage. I buried her in Arlington National Cemetery because she was a Navy veteran. And I didn't think I was going to do anything big anymore. I thought, well, the glory days are over. But Mary Ellen told me she had started a foundation. It's the Harry S. and Mary Ellen Brinker Foundation. And the Brinker Education Initiative for Hispanics in STEM is the project of the foundation. And I thought to myself, geez, my mother had worked for the United Nations, the Panamanian Union, and she used to buy coloring books in Spanish. And so and then our nanny was a lady from the Spanish embassy. So I actually spoke Spanish and English as a child. And then I married the Mexican lady. And I thought to myself, I've always thought highly of Hispanics, and now they're the new emerging majority. They're going to provide leadership at every level of life. They're very determined, great work ethic, Today, they're the largest number of new recruits in our armed forces.
Wow.
When she told me all about STEM, I didn't have a STEM background, but I realized how important it was.
Right.
And I'm supposed to be a professional communicator. I volunteered to be her communications director, and then I learned so much about the foundation and running the events. She promoted me to executive director.
Nice. Okay, great.
So it gives me a great mission in life, to speak to the students and inspire them.
Nice. I have a question that came in on Facebook from Kevin Barrett. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
And he asked how AI will influence future jobs and the ability of humans to compete versus computers in engineering and science.
Oh, it has a vast influence in robotics and figuring out the brain.
You still need humans to...
Yes, need humans to run them.
To run them.
And know how to program
to
and
program
code
them and code them. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So we'll never get rid of human influence with AI emerging.
And it would help, it's going to help in healthcare because now you're a stay-at-home healthcare worker, probably be a robot and much more sociable. I hear so many sad stories of senior citizens.
That's true.
With home care providers who don't even talk to them.
Which is sad. That is very sad. So let's jump in the final minutes that we have. Let's jump into the camps.
Okay.
And yes, what are they learning in each 2-week segment of each?
Okay, it starts June 18th. And
put that on your calendars, June 18th.
The science camps will be an advanced exploration into the most lucrative careers in science, including the role of various healthcare professionals, the study of the brain, psychology, the human genome, biochemistry, nanotechnology, and more.
Wow.
Then, starting July 2nd through 13th, we go to technology, and that's an extensive program to teach students how to use code to design and create and innovate. Coding is a sequence of orders you give to a computer that makes a car run.
Right, that's their language.
Or airplane run, or makes medical equipment
run. Makes a game work.
Makes the game work.
Makes a game work.
Makes your phone work.
Makes your phone work.
And students will be creating websites, learning about computer networks, and building computer games of their own design. So it's very interactive. We don't just lecture the students all day long. They get involved.
They get in there.
Now, engineering for 2 weeks is July 16th through July 27th, a fun and competitive program exposing students to a wide array of engineering applications, including nuclear engineering, aerospace engineering, mechanical engineering, civil engineering, and more. And finally, mathematics. That's July 30th to August 10th. This is an engaging program challenging students to master their upper-level math skills.
Wow.
This program will focus on computation, process, reasoning, and problem solving. Additionally, students will learn to use math to solve business problems.
Wow. That's such an important skill because that's one of the things that bosses look for. Can you solve problems? Are you able to think logically through a situation and solve problems? And that you're giving them these skills using mathematics. And I also think that it's important that in high school, you get this kind of exposure because you may think you know about a certain topic or a certain job or a certain career, but actually getting exposed to it, you know what is there, and you might get more excited about it.
Yes,
thinking it's one thing, but then discovering that it's something completely different and wonderful.
And during the camps, we'll be taking the students on field trips to companies that use this technology, and they can interact with the professional workers.
Perfect.
Really
so
good.
We only have a couple minutes left. How can they get more information about the summer camp and about Brinker and donating?
Well, Donating is most important because we are raising scholarships for Hispanic students.
Right.
to
And
attend the
it's not
program.
a 1-year scholarship. It's a 4-year full scholarship.
Well, that's for when they go to
Okay.
college. This is for the camp.
For the camp.
Scholarship
Oh,
for
we're
the
raising
camp.
funds for the camp as well.
BrinkerEducationInitiative.org.
BrinkerEducationInitiative.org. You can go to my website to get more information. That's acradio.live. I'll have all the stuff
You can
there.
also find us on Facebook and Instagram. Please go to our Facebook, Hispanic Brinker Education Initiative, and give us some likes and
Yes,
whatnot.
like their page.
But I do want to give a shout out to the provost of St. Thomas University.
Yes, thank you. We have to wrap it up. We've lost time. So I'll be back next week. Thank you all so much, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Mary Ellen, and the Brinker Education Initiative. We'll see you next time. Bye. A wise friend always says to me, we have a finite number of minutes to spend. And just like you can only spend $1 once, you can only spend 1 minute once. It's your choice. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for choosing to spend some of your minutes with me on my show. I wish you love, health, and happiness to live your life with audacious confidence. I love you, and we'll see you next time.